Yo, what's going down, everybody? It is straight out of Boston here, aka the King of Boston. And today we have episode 3 of my Road to Glory featuring Reggie of the USC Trojans. Now, as you see, he's making his freshman debut against the Hawaii Warriors in USC in the Coliseum. USC is rated number 2 in the land going into this season. Hopefully we can build on that and maybe contend for a national title. I think that if we wanted to contend for a national title, if we wanted to pick one year to do it in this character creation, we definitely want to pick this year. Because with Matt Barkley and Robert Woods, I think we have, nice core, pretty good defense. Not the best in the land, but, like I said, with Woods and Barkley, we can build a nice offense around that, and I think we have good chances. So, now I came into USC as a 4-string running back, so really the only thing you're going to see me do this episode, except for a bit at the end, is return kicks and punts. Now, when I got into college, I bumped the difficulty up to I bumped it up to Heisman. Now, the coach trust is still on All-American because it basically stays on whatever you started as. But I'm playing the difficulty on Heisman, which I wanted to challenge. Look at that beast blocking right there. He's beast. He's a beast. But I wanted to challenge myself, put it on Heisman. I wanted to be a little bit more realistic, and there you get to see a good opportunity of me using the reaction timing. But I wanted to be a little bit more realistic. I thought if I played an All-American, I would probably average like 150 to 200 rushing yards per game once I started. And as a freshman or sophomore, whenever I get the start, I didn't really want that to happen. So now this episode, I'm going to give you guys a couple coach trust tips, because I know the coach trust has been pretty difficult so far in Road to Glory. Now, my main tips are this new system really emphasizes not losing yards. So when you're a speed back like me, you always want to go to the outside, but a lot of the time that risks, getting tackled for a loss, because it just, it's a longer distance to travel to get to the outside, which means it's more time for the defenders to come off their blocks and, try and tackle you, obviously. So my tip for you guys is just play a little bit more conservative, really stress just at least getting back to the line of scrimmage, because that's really where the coach trust goes wrong, I think, for running backs at least. And also, don't fumble the ball, because you lose 50 for that, and that is a lot of coach trust, especially considering how hard it is to earn that back. Now, a couple extra things that you get for coach trust is if you get a first down, that's an extra 5. If you do like a spin move or a juke move on someone, I think that's an extra 2, I believe. So if you do those things, those will add up over time. You see I do a nice little juke move there, and it will pay off in the coach trust. You guys won't see it, but those are really my main tips for you guys. I would just stress being consistent and not losing yards. And these kick returns are where you'll really make your bank in terms of the coach trust. But that pretty much is going to wrap it up for the Syracuse game. So we've started out 2-0, and now we have a chance to fight for the 3rd string against this made-up name guy. And you see we get it started there with a nice run. And then our next one, we're going to take this halfback stretch to the outside, get a block, and get a nice gain there. That's going to push us up a lot. These position battles actually aren't too tough. You don't lose too much, and it's pretty easy to go up. And you see we're going to cut back in, go off a route a little bit, catch this ball, and that is going to win us the position. So we've moved up to 3rd string right before our 3rd game of the year against Stanford, which you guys will see in a sec. But here we're finishing up the position battle. You're going to see I won. I've become the 3rd string running back for the USC Trojans. Again, a bit of extra XP there. And that does it for that. So we're going to get into this game against the Stanford Cardinals here in a sec. Now, Stanford comes into this game unranked, but we do have to go to Stanford. This was a little bit of a concerning game, at least coming into it. But you see, get the game started out with a nice kick return there. And before you even know it, we're going to be up 3-0, and we're going to continue to build off of this lead, as you're going to see in a sec. But I'd say I haven't played with the quarterback yet, but the running backs, defensive backs, and wide receivers, I think get it off a little bit easy just because these kick returns and power returns help so much. But obviously I think, quarterback's the easier position to play just because you have complete control over the game and such like that. So now, on the topic of my potential Matt Leinart Heisman Challenge, I'm holding off on that a bit because right now I'm pushing out the Reggie Bush videos every other day, and if I put the Matt Leinart Heisman Challenge up, it would be every 4th day for both series. So right now, because NCAA 13 is kind of brand new and fresh, and I feel like I'm one of the a few posting a Road to Glory on Heisman difficulty right now because of the coach stress issues. I want to push these videos out, and then I'll start the Heisman challenge when I get a little bit into this, and then probably try and finish both of those before I start the Charles Woodson Road to Glory. So this is basically my future plan with these games, future plans. Now I'm in a online dynasty with a YouTuber called The Burns, or his channel's like X The Burns 2211XX or something like that. I don't know, I think he has like 400 subs or something like that, so he's a pretty cool guy. I'm in his online dynasty. I might post a video or two from there, although I don't plan on making that a series, so don't plan on anything from that. And I also am doing a dynasty that I'm not recording. I took over Kansas, and I choose Charlie Weiss as the coach, who is the current head coach of Kansas, obviously why I picked Kansas. And I'm going to try and kind of revive his career, do the little coaching carousel thing, maybe have a successful year at Kansas and play, maybe not play, but, try and get a better head coaching job, maybe bring him back to Notre Dame or something like that. That'd be pretty fun. I'm using a custom Heisman slider set that I got from Operation Sports, and I believe it's the ones Blinkfro were using. He posted a video about it. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe they're the same. Either way, I found them on Operation Sports. Put the link to those in the description. It's my Heisman slider set. I like them a lot. And this video is going to wrap up soon. As you're going to see, we're demolishing Stanford 37-7. And now we actually get into the game, because this is a huge blowout. So you're going to see a few carries here. Take that one up for a couple of yards. You see here, basically what I'm doing is just trying to stay to the middle, make sure I gain positive yardage, and that's really the way you can keep your consistency up. And then eventually you'll get nice little holes like that and break off 8 to 10 yard runs, which is really where you're going to earn the most of your coach trust. And then, sometimes you can get to the outside, which you'll see here I do on this play, on this little misdirection. You can get to the outside and use your speed a little bit, but I definitely think that power running backs are probably the way. Well, actually, I didn't get to the outside there. Never mind. But we actually get tackled for a loss there. But I think power running backs are the way to go, because this game definitely emphasizes consistency and positive yardage, not necessarily the big plays. But that's going to wrap up this video, guys. So thank you for watching. Please thumbs up the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more, NCAA 13 videos. And that's pretty much it for me, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'm out. Peace.